mind you, I don't like to write anything. I wasn't an English guy in school. I hated it. I was a math guy, but uh, I said I'm gonna write something, and I enjoy storytelling. So I was just started writing and started telling the story, and based off experiences that I've experienced, things I know other people have went through, and my wants and desires, and came to final play.
What you just touched on, life experience. I know understanding that's
Mhm.
parts from your life that's in the movie. So how was it being vulnerable into turning those real life experiences into, art?
It was difficult. I give you that one. It was difficult. You saw what Brandon had to do when he showed up at her house. So moments like that were tough. I honestly didn't know if I had it in me, but I had great coaching from all the other castmates. Hazel was amazing in terms of helping me through scenes, and I guess you could say kind of competing with her in scenes to I guess win maybe the argument or win the moment. Gerard was big in helping me through everything, and I can't express enough how big Talia was as a director. She's a pro. She's smart. She knows what she wants, and she knows how to get it. And I was just trying to follow lead and be myself within that, and we found what we needed.
Gotcha. And I know one of the scenes is when Braylon is going through, that sticky situation with
Hmm.
in a relationship, and then he kind of has that man to man, that real moment with
Hmm.
with his brother. Um,
Hmm.
in terms of, relating it back to that real life experience, how has your brother Jannero, impacted your life in such a positive way?
Coming from our background, we didn't have a dad in the picture. So for my brother to be 7 years older than me, I looked at him as everything. I wanted to follow his lead. I wanted to do what he did. The world wouldn't see my brother as one of the greatest basketball players ever, but I did. Everything he did, I wanted to do. So that dynamic of us getting older and me writing that scene that way, it was actually his idea to put that in the film. And when he mentioned it, I told him if I put it in, I'm gonna be honest. And he was like, "Go ahead." So that's what you were able to see in terms of the conversation we had at the cookout, or that dynamic at the end where he's letting me know to man up. So that was a very I guess touching moment for us as brothers. Um, and then having help to get through that scene um, from everyone else on set was amazing. I had people yelling at me in terms of not in a bad way, but in a good way to get out what I need to get out um, in that moment. And that was actually the very last scene we shot of the film. That was that we wrapped after that scene. Yep.
Wow. And I noticed um Curtis Washington, you had Joe Johnson in the film,
Hmm.
Ryan Hollins,
Hmm.
Dame had a couple soundtracks. He had a couple tracks
Yeah.
on the soundtrack.
Yep.
So when it comes to, the support from, I'm assuming your friends, that former teammates, or just that basketball fraternity, how much of a help was their contribution to the film?
It was huge, man, to be able to reach out to these people and they would be okay with doing it. Dame having two songs in this film was unbelievable because my brother coached with the Blazers and I played against Dame, but we didn't have a relationship before this. Not to the point where I need the music, So
Hmm.
um, my brother sent them a couple clips and was like, "Man, my brother wants some of your music for the movie." And I end up seeing Dame a little later, and Dame let me know, "Hey, that shit look good." And I say, "Man, I appreciate it, bro. And it means a lot. It's a good movie." He say, "Oh, it better be, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't let you use my music." So that's a real moment, and the fact that him being an athlete and doing way more than just playing basketball, because he's actually a dope artist. Having a connection with Ryan, where I know Ryan does voiceover for the Houston Rockets, and I know he has a distinct voice to where, Ryan, I need you to please. Um, my brother played college basketball with Joe. I've known Joe for 20 years. And Joe was really big into yoga. I knew if I could somehow put a yoga scene in here, he would be okay with showing up and doing it. He had a moment in the film that was amazing.
Yeah.
And I think people actually loved it, and he loves it. So I look forward to having him in something else because he absolutely loves it. No joke.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, and then Kurt came through as Zay and did his thing. And it just all worked out. It all came together.
I'm a kind of pivot just a little bit. in terms of, you know, athletes turn actors,
Mhm.
who would you? I would say who would be like your top 3 athletes turn actors if you had to pick?
Athletes turned actors. That's a
Yeah.
tough one because is it a long list? You got anybody in mind? Because I know I can't say I don't know if Morris Chestnut played in college, but I know he's when he sits on platforms and talk basketball, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yep.
so I respect that a lot. He's not out there just saying random things. Everything he says makes sense, so he knows what he's watching. Ah, who else has made the
I could throw some
transition?
out there for you if you
Please,
need. So I know The Rock, he played
he
some
don't
college.
count because he's the highest of the highs. I didn't. When you clearly make someone forget about your sports career
Yeah,
because you're
okay.
so good at what you do, is I forgot he played in Miami. I
Rick
forgot, and
Fox.
it's Rick Fox. And I'm not saying this as a slight. Where's Rick Fox? Because I think he was great in the game.
Yeah.
I think he did good in the game. And I'm talking about the TV show, not basketball.
Yeah.
So, Rick Fox has a look that people go for in film. So that's a good one as well. But you can't beat Dwayne Johnson. That's can't beat that. Can't beat that. And what's his company called? 7 Cents or something like that? Because he had 7 cents in his pocket at one point. Like it's
Yeah.
unbelievable story. And he's an action freak. He does everything. His comedy, action. The man does everything. So yeah, Dwayne Johnson is the top of the top. Yeah.
Got you. I think I know Denzel played too. He played some college
Did
ball.
he plays a college ball?
I think he played at Fordham,
Then
I
I'm sorry,
believe.
Rock, but Denzel got to go number one. I'm sorry, Rock. Denzel got to go number one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Denzel.
it's some people, man. It's some people that plays basketball right now that I think would be good in front of a camera.
Okay.
But we be so locked into what we do that we don't know what the other side of things really look like. You know, I was I don't want to say blinded, but I was so locked into basketball, but I didn't know that I wanted to act. I didn't know that I could step in front of the camera and be good. I didn't know I could write a script. I just put pen to paper and just kept going and turned into what you saw. So
Yeah. Any upcoming projects or anything we need to keep an eye out on?
please keep an eye out on Pargo Productions because I'm writing more, and I think this first one will be a very telling situation in terms of what I do next.
And I know you're in the big 3. You know, you're
Yep,
playing in the big. I saw you. I was watching the draft on YouTube the other night. I saw you. Y'all were in Vegas, right? Okay.
yep.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
dope.
And what team? Who did you guys draft?
We took a guy by the name of Ray Nixon
Right
and
next to
Shakur Houston.
Sure. Okay.
We needed some youth. We needed Shakur to come in with some youth and energy.
Got you. Got you.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna be so I know I'm gonna be there in Baltimore. I went last year. This is my first time at the big 3. So I'll be there in Baltimore to check y'all out. All I gotta say, man, I appreciate
I
you
think
taking
I think we won in Baltimore. I think that's the game me and my brother both went off in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I think so. I
yep,
think
yep,
so. Because I
yep.
remember it was like because there's so many family connections with the big 3.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
believe Garland and Gerald, they had a good game too.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'll be there. Hopefully I might see you there. I might, you know,
Yeah, if you see me, let me know
yeah,
for sure. For sure,
got
it's a
you,
good
got you.
game that week too. We play the Miami team that week. Yeah, it's a good game that
Oh
week.
yeah, okay. So
Hmm.
y'all playing. Okay, yep.
Yep.
That's some big names right there. But
Yes,
man,
sir.
but yeah, I appreciate you for taking the time, man. Hope the
Yes,
best.
sir. I appreciate your time, brother.